So again, in the case of US, the economic solution is nowhere in sight. And then you have the geopolitical concerns affecting Middle East, Syria, Egypt. There's a resurgence of trouble there. Japan was recently hit with a tsunami, an earthquake. So the world is really in a state of disarray. If you will now go to New York and visit Lower Manhattan, it has now been converted into warehouses owned by big banks, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, and they're physically storing gold and other valuable commodities. We have good news for you. In Asia and in particular Philippines, the world is definitely not ending. Asia plus the emerging markets now account for 52% of the world's GDP. Zeroing on Philippines, we know for a fact that we have a strong domestic local market. 70% of our GDP is driven by consumption. We have a record gross international reserve at $70 billion. This is even bigger than our foreign debt of $60 billion. So if Secretary Purisima decides tomorrow, the Philippine government decides tomorrow to pay off our debt, Philippines will be debt-free. Recently, we have been upgraded to BB+, which is just one notch below investment grade, while other countries, particularly developed economies, are being downgraded. We have sustained OFW remittance, $18 to $20 billion annually. This is the fourth highest in the world. We have a robust BPO call center industry, even surpassing India. As top destination of locators, it created 16,000 jobs last year versus India's 14,000 jobs. And last year, it generated revenues of $5.7 billion versus India's $5.5 billion. The estimated mineral worth underneath our ground is around $840 billion. It has the potential to be the fifth largest mining power in the world. Mark Mobius visited us, I think, just recently. He said that Philippines is very fortunate. We are literally sitting on gold. The problem is we're still sitting on it. The savings rate of the country as a percentage of GDP is at 40%. The debt to GDP ratio of 54% is down from 73% in 2004. Based on our in-house view, this will further decline to 43% by first quarter next year. Demographic advantage, young population, high birth rate, mobile and skilled labor force, compared with the demographic winter being experienced by developed countries. Because of our young, mobile, skilled labor force, I think they will continue to need Filipinos to run the economies of the developed markets. We have a new government with a fresh mandate focusing on good governance and unrelenting anti-corruption drive. The country's macroeconomic environment is also very favorable and supportive of sustained development of strong capital markets. We have stable and strong foreign exchange, and the economy generates around 1.4 trillion in additional savings every year. So we expect the SDA to reach 3 trillion by 2011. And the 7 key industries that will underpin the continuous growth of the Philippine economy would be agribusiness, business processing outsourcing, creative industries. These are all related to computer graphics, supporting the Hollywood industry, infrastructures, manufacturing, logistics, mining, tourism, medical travel, and retirement. The economic axis has definitely shifted now to Asia. That Philippines is in Asia, which is now the engine of growth of the global economy. In closing, may I quote the quotation of Victor Hugo. He said that nothing is more powerful than an idea whose time has come. And it is our conviction, it is our belief that Asia and Philippines in particular is an idea whose time has indeed come.